But if you know me, you know I was gonna run here and post this to show off that I'm getting y'all paid, baby. I'm getting y'all that money. So you know I gotta post it. Yeah, we in here, baby. Let's get straight to it, man. Let's get straight to why we came here, baby. Yeah, forever. All right, so shout out to the Discord, man. We gonna talk about the goods and the bad of 2022 right here, man. We gonna get into all of this, okay? Go get your drinks, your popcorn, whatever you got, because it's going to be a video right here, man. All right, so first off, let's start off. We're going to talk about all the fuckery, everything. I'm going to put some personal things out there, too, man. Some stuff y'all need to know, because it ain't all sunshines and rainbows with this trading, B. I'm going to tell y'all some shit, okay? So just get ready. Let's go. You already know Forex Talk, man. 3 years as a trader. Forex Talk. Let's get into it, okay? Boom. Forever. Let's start with this comment. And I appreciate everybody that be coming in the comments in the Discord. Y'all posting the trades. I like how the Discord group number is the same number as the failed traders. 90% of traders fail. 90% of my Discord is inactive. Fuck y'all at, huh? Y'all here watching us win? Y'all just sitting in the back watching? Y'all can at least hit those emojis at the bottom when y'all just sitting there like that. But I'm gonna talk about y'all. So hopefully y'all don't get mad and run up out of there, but y'all learn to come in the damn Discord and talk and stop just watching. Stop pocket watching. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, so boom, he says, I turned to YouTube wanting to learn how to trade. The problem with YouTube is there's so much information on trading, it's overwhelming. I'm correcting some of the grammar. My brother, he was excited. I got you. I'm gonna correct that grammar for you. Alright, so you don't take no L's in this. Alright? So he said, finding your videos felt like a win-win. You really out here trading, and I feel like I could relate to you also wanting to leave my job. Now I'm putting my emphasis on it because I'm gonna read this how I would have wrote it. I believe if you want to accomplish something, find someone who has done it and then let them show you the way. Completely agree with that. Your course really helps simplify what other people honestly overcomplicate. Pointing at you, YouTube. I'm pointing at you, YouTube. YouTube, where y'all at? I'm pointing at you, YouTube. This is just the beginning of the journey to financial freedom. There you go. Thank you for all your help. And yo, honestly, Father, I appreciate that. And the reason his name is Bird Out is because I didn't ask his permission to post this. But if you know me, you know I was gonna run here and post this to show off that I'm getting y'all paid, baby. I'm getting y'all that money. So you know I gotta post this. But anyway, yeah, he's right. And that's why I started this company. Now let's get the bad out of the way. This time last year, I was sick as a dog. I was in the bed. I couldn't walk for 2 weeks. I could barely make it to the bathroom, guys. It's gonna be nasty. And all of us got sick around Christmas. I remember I was with my mom on Christmas. I had gave her, I had brought her some Christmas stuff. I had brought my sister and them some Christmas stuff, and we was all together. And then right after that, we all got sick. And my mom this time, she was in the hospital. You know, she did end up passing away. And what's crazy is like a couple months before this, that summer before this in 2021 when COVID was happening, I was showing my mom how to trade. I had brought this course on Udemy for $10. It was a good explanation for trading. I actually think the course was decent. But as usual with courses, it's really going to tell you how they trade. So if you don't trade like them, you're not going to really be able to apply it. Y'all know the deal. But anyway, I'm going to get into that because I don't want to knock it because the guy did a good job with his course. And it was only $10. You can't knock that. For $10 and you learn something, can't beat that. So anyway, I actually saw she was logging in. She was taking the course. We was talking about it. And then boom, fast forward, this is what happened. So I started this company because as I met my partner, he put me onto trading software. I already knew about trading software. But when I seen he had it, I was like, I gotta highlight him because I had already started learning about automated trading. And the first mistake I realized I made is that, yo, and this is a mistake a lot of people make, and that's why they don't really like trading systems and indicators. You need to learn how to trade first and then use those to make it easier. A lot of us lean on these things to learn how to trade, and then when they don't do, they get manipulated, we get cooked, we say they don't work. That's a big bamboozlement of trading. That's why a lot of people think trading is so hard, because they do it the wrong way. So when I peeped all of this, I said, I'm gonna make it where I can explain this to people better. I'm gonna make it simpler for people, right? So when I made this company Trade Game official, that was the intention. I said, I'm gonna make software for my family. And when my mom passed, I kind of was like, darn, I didn't trade for January and February. March came, I said, I gotta, I want to make my mom proud. I started trading. Honestly, from that time up until now, I was killing it. I did the 100 pip boot camp in profit or summer challenge. I was posting myself in profit every day for the entire summer. I remember people was hating on that. Oh, these dudes be thinking that they gonna stay in profit. They gonna have bad trading weeks, months, and even years. I'm here to tell you, that was the first 2 years. I had those. But I have a secret weapon. It's called automation. A lot of y'all try to act like that's a dirty word. I don't have the emotions you have. I don't marry my trades. I told my robot to kill that market and keep it moving to the next one. That's how I'm able to look at the right hand corner on my chart. People say, how did you win so many trades? How'd you get so many trades? I'm using software. That's how. How you not? And then y'all still ain't catching on. But it's cool. Y'all want to listen to homeboy tell you to wait for this and wait for that, and when this converges with that and that and this, you take your 10 pips and you go. Cool, I ain't mad at none of that. Do what you do. I'm going to do what I do. So I started making the software, and then that happened. So then I said, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to start helping all the people that's been out here getting finessed and cooked. I'm going to start exposing how easy this shit is and how using the software is going to help. And that's what I've been doing ever since. So shout out to the 10% of my Discord that is active, that's winning their trades, they posting. To the other 90%, maybe you're intimidated, maybe you're scared or whatever, or you don't know what to do. But all I know is Forever did the right thing. He brought the Pyrex Vision trading system. That's my personal trading system. He took the course and he got the one-on-one. And he hit me up. He was asking questions. He was always active. He was posting his trades. And he never gave up. And meanwhile, I don't want to spoil too much of his business. I happen to know he had just got married and everything. Because I check on the people in my group. If you're in my group and I see you posting and stuff, I'm going to check on you. If you disappear, I'm going to check on you. If something's going on, I'm going to check on you. You know what I mean? I'm going to see. So I was checking on him and stuff and making sure he was okay. And he stayed active in the group. And he that was what did it. It wasn't me. It was that he was willing to learn, and I was willing to simplify that learning curve. That's really what I'm doing for people. I'm making it easier for you to understand what it is you need to be doing. Trading is 90% psychology. So once you get into automation, you knock that out the box. It can't be just me saying this. If you look at some of the wealthy traders that you see, I'm talking about rich, and no offense, I'm going to say it, rich old white people, they're using software. The banks is using software to trade against you. I keep telling y'all this. Where do you think this algorithm came from? I wish I could tell you. But the bottom line is, I know something that most traders that don't use automation don't. I know a little bit more than them, no offense. You know what I mean? Now, people ask me, am I a coder? Yes, I know how to code. A lot of people do that too. The coder that I got working for me and him go back and forth. He's a pain in my ass. I know you're watching the video. I don't care. You're a pain in my ass, my guy. You're a pain in the ass. You are. And I'm sure I'm a pain in his ass too, and that's okay. And I'm a pain in your ass just like you're a pain in mine. And the reason that I'm telling y'all I don't code the robots is because I just started trading 3 years ago. Okay, March will make 3 years of this year. March or May, I gotta check, but I believe it's May. It should be March though. I opened my first trading account in May, but I learned how to start trading in March. So it was March. I learned how to start trading in March. I'm pretty sure about that. So anyway, either way, it's not 3 years yet. But yes, I know how to code. I went to graphic art school. My major was graphic art and communication. For some reason, people always seem surprised when I tell them I know how to do video editing, I know how to shoot music videos, I know how to do graphic design, I know how to do web design, I know how to code, Java, Python, CC, you know what I mean? Like CC plus, like, yes, I learned all of this stuff in school and I know how to do it. People seem so surprised. Now the coder that I work with, I could tell when he speaks to me. I kind of play dumb with people too. I do kind of play along. I don't like to let people know that I know certain things. I want to hear their perception of me and hear what they're gonna say. If they're gonna tell the truth, if they're gonna be honest. So I kind of like to play off what they think they know. And with my coder, he doesn't know how to code. So when he's telling me certain things and he's talking to me, I just sit there and listen. And I'm like, he don't know I know every fucking thing about this already. So when he gives me the code, which I don't know, I'm about to get into the dark part of this. What y'all don't know is when I get codes, because he's not the only coder I dealt with. I have robots that destroy my accounts, destroyed them. So I completely understand when people say they don't like robots and indicators. I completely get it. Most of these indicators are trash, and a lot of these robots don't work well. So I completely understand, but I'm the difference, and that's why I like to keep posting the charts. I keep posting the trades. I keep posting all of this to show y'all no one is going to be lying if they keep showing you real trades consistently. You cannot fake that. You could fake a withdrawal. You could fake how much money is in the account. I could go on my broker right now and tell you I got $10 million in there just by. Let me show y'all. I'll show y'all something real quick. You know what? Why talk when I could just show y'all? Let me just show y'all something. Let me go on Henko Trade, right? Let me show you something. I'm not gonna log into it though, but I just want to show y'all something real fast so y'all can see something. I don't know why it's asking for all of that. It's asking me to sign up like they don't know who I am. Boy, I got an account in there already. Y'all better know. Okay, there we go. Hold on, I'm logging into something while y'all looking at me. I know y'all like, what is he doing? I ain't doing this on camera. Okay. Hold on one second, guys. I just want to show something. Okay, boom. Let me show y'all this real fast. And it's just a quick example. It's not gonna be nothing too crazy. I don't need y'all to think that I don't want to go too deep into this rabbit hole either, because it's just not that serious. All right, so let me take this off the screen for a second, and let me put this on the screen for a second. All right, so y'all looking at the screen. I want to show y'all something. I could go into the withdrawal portion of this and press this button right here. Boom. Now, what I could do right here, this is code, right? What I could do right here is, you see where it says this amount right here? You see that? You see where it says that? You see that? You see that? You see how I put edit? See how I could type now? See how I could type in here? Now, I could find where there's money on this screen, right? All you gotta do is look through the string of code, HTML, of course. Simple code. And if you really want to go, you just go into right over here, right? You find where the money amount is, and that's not on the screen, but you find where the money amount is. You see how it lights up whenever I go to different portions of the tab, where it says this right here. Just edit. And you would find that, right? It didn't have anything, but if it had a dollar amount, I could just go to that and type $1 million. And it'll say that I have $1 million in that account. See what I'm saying? And this is just from knowing how to code. I could do that. I could make a video right now and pretend like I withdrew $10 million from my broker. I could do it by just simply changing some string of codes. I could do it right now. And I don't talk about that because that's not what I'm here for. But I'm doing that to show y'all that you could fake a lot of things in this community, but you cannot fake trades. Like, you see how I'm in this chart right now? You see how I'm in this trade? This is a GJ trade, and we're in this trade for 290 pips. Okay, if you looking where my face is, I'm just gonna show you. This is the entry right here. Okay, this is where I'm at in this trade. Okay, and my take profit is 450 pips, and I only did that because I like to keep it open and see how far it's gonna run. But that's the trade right there. Now, a lot of people don't know this is all automated trading. You know what I mean? This is automated. How do you know it's automated? How can I prove that to you? Simple. You see this little green dot right here? This was a trade. See this other green dot? This was a trade. Of course, I closed that one. I was like, oh, we taking that to the bank. But anyway, long story short, you can fake all of that, right? And that's why I just show charts. I don't like to get into all the nitty gritty and all the nonsense with all that. I just show the charts, I show the trades I'm in, and I consistently show you this to show you that it's possible. But a lot of this is possible due to the fact that I'm using automation. Could I do this on my own? Yes, but I would only be winning 2 or 3 trades. I don't have to risk as much in a scalping trade if I'm risking a little bit and I'm catching 500 pips. I don't have to risk what you would risk for 10 pips. I don't have to risk $10,000 in a trade for 10 pips when I could just trade and stay in my trade for 5 days and make the same amount. Yes, it takes me longer, but I'm risking way less than you are. Okay, so it would take me longer, but I'm risking less. Okay, anyway, I had an account that I was using for the summer. I traded on the account, and I took a trade on oil for, I think it was 87 lots. And the trade was 27 pips. I think it made $197,000, guys. The person I told about this closed the account, took the money, and disappeared. Lost the account. Can't find the guy. 2 people, but 1 person in particular who did that. Anyway, that happened. My car, I had to do a repair to the engine. Something had happened with the oil change. That's what happened. That's what happens when you don't go to the deal and you try to get ghetto. When you got a certain type of vehicle. Anyway, they told me it was $13,000 to fix that. Then I had to pay the quotas. Now, then the thing with my mom and all, it was just so many things. I was like, damn. I thought by this time next year I would have like at least 1,000 subscribers, and I was just kind of starting to get a little like, yeah, I don't want to do this shit no more. I just want to trade and say F everybody. But this is why I do it. This is the reason right here. This is why. Because I see how y'all keep doing that, and I love it. I don't know. It's something about seeing other people winning that makes me feel good. It's not just about me. It's about seeing other people. So I'm like, yo, you know, I'm going to commit to this. I had dumped so much money into it. You know, there was times when I was going broke running this company. You know, paying people and trying to, you know, invest, saying, hey, it's going to come back to me. And then I said, let me not be ungrateful, because what if I had 0 subscribers? What if nobody watched this video? Because there's people that nobody watches the videos. No one subscribed to them. So I get it. I said, let me not be that way about this. That's not the right approach. But then I see people like this, and I see that it's helping, and I'm like, thank God somebody's eating off of this. Because the way how people get taken advantage of in this community, the way how people charge people for services that they can't use. So I'm like, thank God somebody got something out of that, because it be crazy in this Forex shit. It's too many people getting money for no reason, and I don't want to like hate on nobody. I don't even want to like seem like I'm judging and talking about people, but I got burned myself. So 3 years as a trader, I would not trade this to go back to what I was doing before that, back to my old job, none of that stuff, you know, like even being able to look at the pension and see what the pension fund is doing wrong. As just some regular guy in his house, you know, they looking at me like, what the hell do I know? And I'm telling them, yo, your pension is, you need to be investing in this and that. And they're like, they come back to me like, how did you know that? I'm like, bro, I'm a trader. Like, I'm a trader. What do you mean, how did I know? Don't you look at the charts? No, they don't look at the charts. They look at the news. That's why the news is so important with trading. That's why fundamentals is true. People don't like to trade fundamentals too. I met traders like that. I'm like, bro, that shit is real. The news will affect a candle. I remember when Joe Biden was elected as president, and Trump would not concede. And the day that he conceded, I think they said it on a Saturday. It was Saturday morning when he conceded. I remember that because I got mandatory to go to my stinking job. And when he conceded Monday, all the USD candles was like through the roof. I remember I was at my job and I showed my shop steward. I said, hey, I'm a trade USD. He was like, why? I said, because they're announcing Biden won the election. And he was like, you are? I said, yep. And it's gonna make a news candle. He was like, good luck. Traders don't do it. He had this super negative outlook. I traded that shit and I made like, I ain't even gonna say what I made, but I made so much on that one trade that day. When I did that trade in front of him, he was shocked. He was like, why do you still work here? He was shocked. And I just showed him the candle going up and up and up. And he's like, how did you know? I'm like, because it's fundamental analysis. I did a fundamental analysis on USD affecting the news and the president being announced. And I was right. I was either going to be right or wrong. That's another thing people don't get. If you take a trade on USD the day the president is elected and use a 20 pip stop loss, do you have to go 10 lots? No. 0.50, because we working, man. We ain't got to always act like we rich. 0.50, what is that? $5 a pip. 20 pip stop loss. If you wrong, guess what? You out. If you win, you pay. Candle just kept going in my favor. Oh, going. Threw a couple more lots in there because I know what I'm talking about. As soon as I start seeing the wicks, I start trailing and getting cautious. Of course, the wick will push into your trailing stop to push you out. We know the game. Y'all, we've been trading. We know the deal, right? We traders. We know the deal. Yo, I did that in front of him. That's another thing. When you could walk up to somebody and trade in front of them like that, that's a beautiful feeling. I did that to my ex the other day. She was like, so what do? You just trade? I turned my laptop around, hit the button, boom. She was like, yo, you just made $900 on that trade? Yep. She was like, just shook her head. What can you say? So anyway, long story short, trading is a beautiful thing, man. It's a good skill to have, and even if you're not gonna like trade professionally, full time, for a side hustle, it's good for helping your family. If you're that one person in your family that know how to recharge and stuff, you can warn your friends about stocks. You can warn them about pensions, like I'm talking to the working class right now. You can warn them because things is looking real bad for the next couple months as far as investments go. If you're not trading, you ain't making no money on investments this year. You better go get some houses and flip them. If you ain't flipping houses and trading, I don't know. If you out there trying to get crypto money and stock money, that's going to be down for a little while. You better go get you a broker. You better go get you some software from me. Get that course. You better go get outside. That's all I do, though. But I know I made this video long, man, but I had to like come in here and really explain this to y'all. 90% of traders fail because y'all give up. Y'all don't stick to y'all guns. Y'all, one person, I'm gonna shout you out by name, dog. I even want to say your name, but when you told me you was too busy at work, I was like, bro, you gotta make time. You gotta make time, man. That's how they keep you there. You gotta make time. I had the same excuse. I was a terrible trader when I was at work. I was a horrible trader at work. So seeing forever, he got a full-time job. I know he just got married and he's winning his funded challenges. And I know my soul for help. Of course, I'm gonna take some credit for that. But it's not me. He did the work. He decided to learn the system. He got the system. He got my personal system, and he decided to learn it. And now he's winning. So I had to make a video just to put that out there as a testimonial to the Pirate Vision trading system, because this is it. This is definitely it. This is a prime example of why I keep telling y'all to get that. And now I'm gonna take a second to really tell y'all some stuff. If y'all made this into the video, y'all didn't know. That's one of the systems. If you buy it, it's unlicensed. I'm giving y'all that unlicensed. I'm giving y'all my own personal master trading system. My mentor is like, don't be giving people that. Don't be giving people that. But if you really want to learn how to trade, how I'm trading, there it is. It's available to y'all. It's the reason I only put it out there for a limited time and such. It was the reason I did that. But I decided to leave it up now for people because I realized the truth. People really don't want the truth. They just want to be entertained, and they want to possibly be able to make a couple dollars. People don't take this serious as they should. And that's why YouTube is like the way it is. Most of those people, 90%, God can have 300 subscribers. 90% of them don't really trade. That's crazy to me. And it's not that this is how it is. Think about 300,000 people, and what's 90% of that? What's 90% of 300,000 people? You know what it is? I know what it is. It's 270. But just think about that. Think about that. Think about that. 270,000 of those people are just like playing around. It's crazy. Anyway, I think this video is long enough, man. I'm gonna end this here. Y'all be good, man. And I'm gonna start doing interviews with people in the Discord that's trading. I want to start posting like content where I talk to real traders and stuff. So remember I told you I was doing the podcast. We are on Spotify right now, and we're gonna continue to try and spread out. But I'm gonna start doing interviews with the people in the Discord. The Discord is free. There's a private section for people who buy the course. Honestly, just to be transparent, most of us talk outside of the private section, so you don't have to worry about the private portion of the channel. If you want to get access, that's the way to get it. I think the course is $199. It's pretty cheap. And you're gonna learn how. For people who keep asking what moving averages I'm using, it's in the course. I'm not giving it away for free no more because people pay for it, and people be saying, "Oh, that don't work, and I consistently show it works, and people keep saying it don't work. So since y'all think it don't work, guess what y'all could do now? Y'all could pay if y'all want to know how it works. All right. So anyway, yeah. So if you join the Discord, I see you active. Don't be surprised if I hit you up to do an interview. Some of y'all got YouTube channels anyway. I gotta find one guy. He's in there. He won his challenge. I definitely want to do an interview with him because he has a YouTube channel. I'm sorry I'm not saying your name. I kind of don't remember it because you've been inactive for a little while. But I gotta check on him, and I definitely want to do a interview. So some of y'all, I'm not gonna be mad if you don't want to do the interview. Y'all don't have to feel like I'm gonna be mad or want to block you or none of that because people are weird. But I'm gonna be hitting some of y'all up in the Discord to do interviews. All right. So look forward to that content. I'm out of here. Y'all be good. Peace.